What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a Naganadel Sweep. So, usually I do a theme team tonight, but we are doing a Pokemon sweep tonight. The theme team that I was going to put up tonight will be tomorrow. I wasn't quite 100% happy with the battles, and I put out quality over quantity. People, this one was my physical Naganadel. I can't say that name anymore. So, obviously, I really wanted to get a sweep with it. I got actually many with this. It wasn't actually too hard compared to a lot of other Pokemon, so it required no setup at all. I will explain the strategy at the end of the battle and some cool things there too. Enjoy! Okay, people, let's go over what my Naganadel Sweep was and my strategy. Plus, I want to suggest some competitive sets as well that you guys can try it if you want a little bit more of a serious set. Right, so what I ran, this is exactly what I ran on mine. I had for the moves. Actually, let's look at it as a Pokemon first. So its stats aren't really amazing in defenses and stuff. It's mainly just a frail sweeper, right? So it's got a really nice special attack and really nice speed. Obviously, with Beast Boost ability, it's an Ultra Beast. That's a really good thing. So that can constantly boost its attack or special attack if you, depending on how you EV the Ultra Beast Pokemon. So I've got max speed and max attack. This was a physical one, right? So what I was doing, I was basically relying on Fell Stinger to get me my boost in attack, and then obviously I ran Adamant Nature because, you know, knowing that I'm going to get speed boost from KOing Pokemon, so they'll just keep going up and up. So I went for the Adamant because it really needed it. With 269 as max, 269, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't really hitting hard, so I needed that Fell Stinger boost. Now, the great thing about Fell Stinger is it gives +3 in attack, so you only need 2 of them, and you're at max attack, so it's hitting very, very hard. I had Gunk Shot for stab, I had Dragon Claw for stab, and also had Throat Chop, which I thought was really nice too, just as a little coverage move against psychic types. I thought it worked rather nicely. It's a really badass move too. You like never see it being used. Now, you could run Life Orb on this. You could run a lot of things. I ran Assault Vest. I ran Life Orb. On this particular one, I went Dragonium Z for the Dragon Claw, more powerful, but you could definitely run a lot of items on it, which would help out there. Now, have a look at what my other team members were. This is what I could use these in that sweep that I did. I didn't actually use these ones, but these were some other ones if you're actually trying to do this yourself. So I had a Smeagol with Sword Dance, False Swipe, Super Fang, and Sport. Now, you could run Foresight on that as well if you're not running the Delmise. I'll explain that in a sec. So the idea with the Smeagol was to just Super Fang them a couple of times or put them to sleep, get them on low health, then you could swap Naganadel in and go for the Fell Stinger, get the boost. Or you could go put them to sleep and use Sword Dance like twice. Maybe if you got that off while they were asleep or they didn't swap. You could go False Fight, put them down on 1 health and swap it in and get the swap the Naganadel in and get the Felstinger boost, which was quite funny. Now, if you didn't have a Foresighter, I had Delmise with Switcheroo or just a Switcheroo Pokemon with Ring Target, so the Smeagol could go to work on Ghost type Pokemon. But that was basically it for my setup. I thought it worked rather well. It had Beast Boost, which really helped out. And once it got a Felstinger, it was basically unstoppable. Unless it was a really like bulky defense Pokemon and it wasn't getting outsped or anything, or priority moves. Now, in the video before, there was that Mimikyu, and that was very close because I think I may have got min damage on the play rough, so it was a very good chance I could have gone down. Now, I do have a little snippet of some of the bloopers, and I got a battle at the end too, so keep watching. They were pretty entertaining. So with this one, this is more of a competitive Naganadel. Now, for this one, like, you can run a couple of things. I'm just going to give like a standard looking one. So Nasty Pot, obviously there, it's an amazing boosting special attack. It'd make its special attack incredible, right? So 127 special attack, 121 speed. Oh my goodness, it's amazing, you know. It's speed and special attack. So once it gets a beast boost, it's going to keep getting better and better and better. Or it depends how you do it, right? I personally would go max speed because then you can keep getting the speed boost, so you're not going to get outsped. Nasty Pot will give you a special attack boost, and if you want to give it Life Orb, that's going to give it even more damage output. And there definitely is room to do a Nasty Pot for sure. You can just swap it in on something that is threatened by it, or you know you can tank it. I mean, it isn't the most bulkiest Pokemon, but it should be able to tank like, maybe a not her effective or just a neutral hit. Anyways, I'd run Nasty Pot to boost its special attack. I'd run Dragon Pulse for its stab dragon type move. I'd run Sludge Wave for stab poison, and I'd run Heat Wave on it too. That'd be handy for steel types, because obviously Sludge Wave and Dragon Pulse are not good against steel, so that would coverage that. And basically everything else would get hit neutrally and would go down like a sack of potatoes. This thing is like, it went to Uber in Smogon Single, so it's a very, very good Pokemon. You could run a Z Crystal on it quite easy, to like Draconium Z. You could definitely do that, or like any other art, you could run like an Expert Belt if you wanted to do, but that's what I ran on that, and that's what I'd run on a competitive one, and it's very, very strong. This is one of the bloopers that I had here. I think this was most definitely a failed attempt. All right, this is it. This isn't the Necrozma, right? With I had my Gastron. This is actually my playthrough of Gastron, right? I was trying to like scald the Necrozma down and try and get it in range to actually take it out, but I got Shrek by Necrozma, Ultra Necrozma, which I come across a lot of the time. So this was just showing off my Smeagol was doing, right? So I had my Smeagol here, and I thought, well, I could put this asleep, right? Maybe get up a Super Fang against it, or anything to do to actually take it out, because it actually was weak against Felstinger. So I thought if I do at least 1, maybe 2 hits, then I could bring my Pokemon in and go for the Felstinger against it. Anyway, Necrozma I swapped it out and I went into it, and Necrozma woke up and I got wrecked by a Photon Laser. But that also happened in most of the fails, and this was another battle that was rather good, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Peace out.